Now, it's interesting because Marco Rubio is trying to be both, and he actually has the ability to be both because he's only been there for a couple of years.
Why the flop sweat?
Notwithstanding the water.
Why the flop sweat? Why is he so nervous?
Well, I mean, I think that's a pretty big moment for any politician.
No, I've seen him. You've seen him give national speeches on the convention floor. He's been fantastic.
He's not
Last question to you. Do you have an answer why he was so nervous and sweaty?
I don't think he was nervous. I think he was tired. He had just given an 18-minute response earlier, like 2 minutes before, and that's, you know, speaking 35 minutes straight is pretty tough for somebody. I think he was tired. I think he was really thirsty. I think that's why he
wasn't
nervous.
flop sweat. Everybody else thinks flop sweat. Who knows what evil lurks? Anyway, thank you, Steve McMahon, and you're being loyal, John Ferry. It wasn't flop sweat. It was just he had spoken too many times.
Yeah, hi peeps. Test back my squat box again, and you just heard it here on this channel. The reason why Marco Rubio failed in his rebuttal to the State of the Union speech by the President of America, Barack Obama. Apparently it's a very difficult thing to speak for like 35 minutes straight. I mean, Mr. Feeney there just proved it, you know what I mean? And he's a Republican, you know what I mean? He came out and expressed exactly why the Democrats should have pushed through the idea of making people really filibuster. Get them to get up there and speak for hours on end in order to hold up any votes. Because apparently, according to Mr. Feeney, it's too difficult for a Republican to speak for more than 35 minutes. They start to get all sweaty and dry-mouthed and have to reach for water, and the more they drink, the more they have to go to the toilet. They wouldn't be able to stand up there for more than 35 minutes, an hour. And that would be it, the filibuster would be over. Republicans, too difficult to speak for 35 minutes straight, you know, without, you know, having to walk away and go for water, you know. I mean, personally myself, I can speak for fucking hours. Hours and hours and hours I can speak for, you know what I mean? Don't need a piss, don't need to eat, as long as I've got a scotch next to me. I can gabby water, man. That's Rubio's mistake. At the start of his 18-minute speech, which he gave a few minutes before his rebuttal to the State of the Union speech, he should have had a fucking good big glass of fucking, you know, scotch. I think that's the way to defeat them. It's just been shown to you by a Republican. That's the way for the Democrats to defeat the filibuster in the Senate in America. Make the bastards stand up and talk. No more of these fucking filibusters where nobody steps forward. They just go straight to the 60 vote. Fuck that. Make them fucking argue their point. Make them speak for fucking 8 hours straight, 24 hours straight if they want to filibuster. I mean, it's going to be a week now before we get another vote on I don't know, Minister of State, is it? Secretary of State? Secretary of Defence? Secretary of Defence I think he's going for, you know. It's going to be another week now, you know what I mean? A weekend a weekend, so it's going to be like fucking 9 days before you get another vote to confirm them. Whereas, if they'd have forced the Republicans to stand up and really filibuster, you know, what we commonly think of as a filibuster, you have to hold the floor. Obviously, the Republicans haven't got it, you know. They're scrambling for water after 35 minutes, you know what I mean? Parched. Desert mouth, you know. Arab sandal, you know, is what I call it, you know. Mouth like an Arab sandal, you know. Well, if that's the problem, force them to fucking face the problem, you know what I mean? Force them to fucking speak. Force them to speak the filibuster. None of this fucking, nobody knows who gave the filibuster, it's just some anonymous fucking person behind the scenes who told the speaker to, you know, I object, you know. Bollocks to that. Get them to get up behind their podium and stand there on their feet and fucking speak for hours and hours and hours on end, mate, you know what I mean? You soon see the filibuster wither and die on the vine, man. Parched mouth, Arab sandal, unable to speak for more than 35 minutes at a time. It's too difficult, Mr. Feeney says. Too difficult for a Republican to speak for more than 35 minutes without making himself look a fool on national television. My God, you think they would prepare themselves well, you know. Small lotion stuck up the side of the jaw just to, you know, produce, you know, some, you know, saliva would have sufficed. I'm sure he could have got a little pill, a little fucking, you know, zest pill to stick up the side of his jaw, you know what I mean, and still be able to speak, you know. Shit, man. So that's my recommendation to the Senate, the Democratic Senate. You fucked up by doing a deal with Mitch McConnell, the fucking lying bastard. Yeah, we're not going to overuse the filibuster, and then the filibuster, unprecedented filibuster on a presidential nominee for a position in his administration. Never been done before, ever. And the Republicans have went straight to it. I mean, it's only what, fucking a week since the president was fucking, read his rights, as I would like to say, this is ridiculous. They guaranteed, they made a deal, they wouldn't filibuster everything, and this is the fucking first fucking vote that comes up, man, bang, filibuster, you know what I mean? And it's unprecedented, never been done in the fucking history of fucking American, what do you call it, the Americans' history of the Senate, This is ridiculous, man. But Mr. Feeney tells you, make them speak, make them stand there and speak the filibuster, a real filibuster, you know what I mean? Like from Mr. fucking whatever you call him goes to Washington. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that movie, you know what I mean? He stood there and they spoke and wiped his brow and read phone books and talked till he fainted, you know what I mean? Fucking force the bastards to do that shit, man. Filibuster will die on the vine, man. Wither and die on the vine. Because the Republicans apparently can't speak for more than 35 minutes without getting parched. Force them to drink gallons of water and then leave the room to go to the toilet after the filibuster done, over with. Or piss themselves where they stand. That's suitable for them as well, the bastards. Conservative motherfuckers, So on you fucking van.